Oh, son of a... I knew I was going to do that too. Oh, I knew I was going to do that. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, boom. Oh, snap. Welcome back to the channel, y'all. We're live on YouTube. We're live on Rumble. Just now, I added it to the mix. And we're live on TikTok. Let's go, y'all. The trifecta of live streams right now. We're going to be talking about Puff first, old P. Diddy. What is he called now? Something else? I don't know. Tina, thanks for the follow. Y'all, hit the follow button. Tap the screen like crazy on TikTok. Hit the like button on YouTube. Hit the like button on Rumble. Subscribe on YouTube and follow on Rumble. There we go. Let's do all the things. Okay. I'm going to minimize myself down on YouTube and Rumble. And let's start this one, y'all. Puff Daddy. Something about his ex-girlfriend. Remember the ex-girlfriend? In 2018, I think it was. She passed on to the land of the non-living. You know what I'm saying? Well, there's questions now, apparently. So if you guys want to come watch the video, it's live on YouTube and Rumble. Just search for The Mystery Project. All right. Y'all ready for this? Let's go.
Kim Porter, Sean Combs' ex-girlfriend and the mother of his children, has come up again in the wake of the controversy surrounding the rapper and music mogul. More specifically, her 2018 death. While there are rumors of potential foul play, we are going to set the record straight with forensic death investigator Joseph Scott Morgan. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law&Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. There have been a lot of names that have come up recently with all of this Diddy drama happening right now, but there is one name in particular we want to talk about specifically. The late Kim Porter, Diddy's ex-girlfriend. And it's strange that her name is coming up and is part of the conversation because it's really centered around her death. And that's what we're going to get into. Now, Sean...
Oh, damn.
Diddy Combs, of course, is in the news a lot lately after he was hit with numerous lawsuits alleging sexual assault, sexual violence, physical violence, sex trafficking, illegal weapons, and narcotics possession. And, of course, his homes in L.A. and Miami were raided last month. His sons, Christian and Justin, were placed in handcuffs. They were detained, not arrested. This reportedly is all pursuant to an ongoing federal sex trafficking investigation from New York. Now, there have been no arrests. There have been no indictments. There have been no charges other than a Diddy associate who was arrested on narcotics charges on the day of the raids. But experts we've...
Uh-oh. Y'all, is it going crazy? Sorry. I don't know why. I guess I could end it and come back.
Spoken to indicate that charges against the rapper and music mogul could very well be on the horizon. But we shall see. Now, with all of this going on, let's talk now about Kim Porter. So who is Kim Porter? Well,
let's find out. Y'all, real quick, come hang out on YouTube and Rumble. Just search The Mystery Project. I'm going to restart the TikTok stream because I don't know what the hell's going on with this app. They're acting crazy as hell. So, y'all, I'm going to end it and then just restart it real quick.
Kim Porter was originally from Georgia. She was a model. She was an actress. She presented in fashion shows. She was on the covers of magazines like Essence and Jet. In terms of her acting career, she appeared in projects like Law and Order, Wicked Wicked Games, and The Brothers and Mama. But really where she became most renowned was for her romantic relationship with Sean Diddy Combs. She started dating Combs in the 1990s. They reportedly had an on-again, off-again relationship. They ended up having a son together, Christian. He was born on April 1st, 1998. Now, she had her first son. His name's Quincy Brown, but she had him with a music producer named Al B. Shore. But Diddy actually considers Quincy as his own son and has raised him since a young age. So he's a part of the family.
What the fuck?
But like I said, Combs and Porter, they...
A little strange, but okay. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind. They were talking about the kid. I thought they were talking about the music producer. I thought it was like Puff Daddy raised the producer guy as his own? What the hell?
How dare you?
But I see what they meant. I see what they meant now.
Had this on-again, off-again relationship. Combs and Porter, they broke up in 1999. This was the year after Christian was born. They ended up having a reportedly nasty court battle over custody. But then we can't forget that Combs went on to date singer Jennifer Lopez, J-Lo, for a couple of years. In fact, as we previously discussed on a
that's suspicious. That's weird.
sidebar, in one of the lawsuits that Combs currently faces, one filed by his former producer Rodney Jones, the infamous 1999 nightclub shooting involving Combs and J-Lo is referenced, and Jones makes the claim that Combs admitted he had someone take the fall for him that night, that he was really responsible for what happened. Anyway.
OMG. You got the notification? Okay, yeah, it looks like it's working now. Y'all hit me with the high bears. Keep tapping the screen like crazy. Let's get that 25,000 likes real quick. And if you're new here, hit the follow button, y'all. Almost 400 people watching on TikTok. And if you want to see these videos that we're watching right now, y'all, come on over to YouTube, search The Mystery Project, or head over to Rumble and search The Mystery Project on YouTube and Rumble. You can find both channels, and we're live right now on all three. And YouTube and Rumble, y'all hit the like button over there. All right, let's keep going.
It's our understanding that Combs and Porter, they reconcile and they get back together in 2003. Fast forward 3 years, 2006, the couple welcomed their twin daughters, Delilah Starr and Jesse James. But apparently, it was not all sunshine and rainbows with this couple. No, you come to find out that
is it sunshine and rainbows with any couple? You know,
Combs reportedly cheated, that he was expecting a child with a woman named Sarah Chapman in 2006 while Porter was pregnant.
Reportedly? Man, give me a break.
With their twins. Porter told the publication Essence that she found out what was happening through a friend. She was quoted as saying, "I would have preferred to find out from him because that's a man. I know it's hard for anyone to say to their significant other, I've gotten into some S and I've got a baby on the way, but men do get caught up in things. I'm not naive to that. Still, there's a right and a wrong way to handle it because most of all, we were friends. Even if I couldn't have understood it as a woman, I would have understood it as a friend." Porter said that after their twin daughters were born, Diddy did come clean to her, and she reportedly said to him, "Really? Well, I already knew. I'm glad you decided to be a man. I was like, dude, this is so whack. I can't even respect you right now. And for me, once the respect is gone, I'm not even listening to you." Interestingly, Combs told Essence that while Porter deserved to get married, he wasn't ready. He was quoted as saying, "It's not a reflection on how much I love Kim. It's that I'm just learning how to be a good boyfriend. When I'm finished with this step, I'll move on to the next." Well, less than a year later in 2007, the couple ended their relationship officially. This was the last time they were together, or reportedly together.
Oh, damn.
Porter said,
Miranda, thanks for the bears. Lincoln and KB, thanks for the bears. Hit me with them, y'all.
In a statement to the media through her rep, quote, "In ending this relationship, I made a decision that was in the best interest of myself, Sean, and our family. I look forward to moving on with my life and my career and wish him prosperity, health, and happiness in life and in love. We will remain friends and committed parents to our children." Now, Porter also did an interview with Essence magazine, and the interviewer asked her if she was scared to leave. Well, Porter told the interviewer, "No, not at all, but I wanted to be dramatic. I wanted him to know I wasn't breaking up with him for 2 weeks or maybe leaving for 2 days. If I pack up everything, twins and all, it means I'm out. Puffy's an action person, not a talk person, so I had to have an action. Telling him, babe, I'm leaving, that was not going to do it." She went on to say, "It's not an original script. He's not the first man who's cheated. He's not the first man who's had a baby outside of his relationship. He's not the originator of this, but at this point in my life, I have girls now. It's a different program." Now, here's the thing. By all accounts,
What?
Porter and Combs, they seem to remain close. They seem to be on good terms as parents. Porter would even say that she and Combs were friends, that they were committed as parents, and that Combs called her every day. Combs told Jet Magazine, quote, "Kim is an incredible mother to our children. We've been part of each other's lives for many years, and I've always admired her courage and strength. We're the best of friends." And that amicable relationship continued until her death. So let's talk about 2018, because in
what happened there? Y'all, there's speculation. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button, tap the screen like crazy. Let's get to 25,000 likes. But hit that follow button. There's almost, well, there was like 400 people watching. Now there's 326, 24, 21. Take a second, y'all. Hit the follow button. If you like true crime, my name's Patrick. I'm live every night. Plus, we're live on YouTube and Rumble under the Mystery Project. See it over here somewhere? So go subscribe to the Mystery Project. Follow the Mystery Project on Rumble, and you can see the videos, y'all. If you want to see the video we're watching, it's live right now. And y'all, most important, hit me with the high bears right now. We're trying to hit 111. So TikTok will share the stream out. We got to play TikTok's little game and hit some live goals. So they share the stream out, y'all. Come on, we're at 35. Let's get 111. All right, let's keep going.
2018, Porter and Combs, they reportedly spent Mother's Day together. They and all their kids came out to attend a screening of their son Quincy's new Netflix movie called Holiday Calendar. And Combs, even in that year, shared an Instagram photo of Porter and their daughters dressed up for Halloween. And then on November 4th, 2018, 1 week before her untimely death, she wished Combs happy birthday on her Instagram, posting a photo of him with the caption, "Happy birthday at Diddy. On this day, a genius was born. May you continue to be the driving force of energy that God created you to be. Thank you for giving me the best gifts of life, our children." But then, November 15th, 2018, at age 47, Kim Porter is found dead in her home in Toluca Lake, California.
Jesus.
LA County Sheriff's Office said that at the time that officers responded to her home at 11:40 a.m., they found her unresponsive. She was pronounced dead on the scene. Initially, an autopsy was performed on Porter the next day, and according to the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner Coroner's Office, the cause of death was deferred pending additional tests. Well, then you fast forward to January 2019, 2 months later, and the office then concludes that she died of lobar pneumonia. Manner of death, natural, had apparently gone into cardiac arrest. It was reported that she had been battling flu-like symptoms in the days leading up to her death, and that there were water bottles, sports drinks, even Pedialyte were all in her bedroom. Days after her death, Combs commented publicly about Porter's death for the first time, writing on Instagram, quote, "For the last 3 days, I've been trying to wake up out of this nightmare, but I haven't. I don't know what I'm going to do without you, baby. I miss you so much. Today, I'm going to pay tribute Today, I'm going to pay tribute to you. I'm going to try and find the words to explain our unexplainable relationship. We were more than best friends. We were more than soulmates. We were some other S. And I miss you so much. Super Black Love." Combs would reportedly tell Essence magazine the following year, quote, "One night I was checking on her and she was like, 'Puffy, take care of my babies.'"
That's suspicious. That's weird.
She actually said that to me before she died. Well, during her funeral out in her hometown in Georgia.
Yeah, Lincoln, pneumonia. 47 years old? What? It's a little bit weird. I don't know. Let's keep going. Maybe it's nothing. Y'all, hit the follow button if you're new here. Tap the screen like crazy. Let's get 25,000 likes. Hit me with the bears, y'all. Come on, we got to crush these goals so people will come in. So TikTok will actually share the stream, y'all. They do not care about creators anymore. I posted a video right before I went live. Keep in mind, we have 180,000 followers on the channel now, y'all. The video, 180 views.
How dare you?
TikTok, come on. That's like 0.001% of the whole following. Y'all are crazy as hell. Oh, by the way, TikTok, if you want, just go to the profile. That last video, the latest one I just posted about Jasmine Richardson. Leave a little like and comment on there, y'all. Hit that follow button too. Let's keep going. Talking about P. Diddy's ex. How she passed supposedly of natural causes. Well, I guess not supposedly. That's what it said. But now there's some speculations being scrutinized.
Combs delivered a very emotional eulogy talking about the love that he has for her, how close he was with her, how she will always be with him, how she was someone that was sent to him to help him in life. At the eulogy, he said, quote, "I just want to say to my kids, Justin, Christian, Delilah, Jesse, Chance, and the other man in the house, Quincy, your mother instilled in me this, and I pledge in front of everybody right now that I will always be there for you. I will always take care of you." And since her death, Combs has publicly commented on Porter. On the 2-year anniversary of her death, he posted on Instagram photos
Alex, it was in 2018.
of Porter with the caption, "Queen Kim Porter, irreplaceable, love you forever." He posted a tribute of her the following month for
Cindy 2018.
what would have been her 50th
Great,
birthday.
thanks for follow.
In 2022, after accepting the Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards, Combs said, "I just miss Kim, y'all. I just want to say thank you to Kim." And then even in 2023, Combs claimed that Porter was the inspiration behind his latest album, the Love album, Off the Grid, even dedicated a
Renee, thanks for the high bears.
song to her. He was quoted
Renee, thanks for even more. Don't give up. I enjoy your content. Thanks, guys. Yeah, exactly, right? Holy mackerel.
as saying, "I always said that I can't make a hit record unless my heart is broken. It's just like a vulnerable state that you're in. When I lost Kim, it broke my heart forever." And on what would have been her 53rd birthday in December of 2023, Combs posted on Instagram, "We miss you so much, Kim. Happy birthday, beautiful. Love forever." So it's just a really, really sad story. But having said all of that, with all of this legal stuff going on with Diddy, with him under the spotlight, there is a conspiracy theory that has been going on for a couple of years, but it seems to be amplified, especially now. This conspiracy theory is that Porter's death is not what it seems. For example, Donald Trump Jr. went on the Academics podcast and said that his ex-wife,
DJ Academics,
Vanessa, was friends with Porter, and that when Porter died in 2018, Vanessa called him and allegedly said, "Something is up with that."
She was really afraid of him, and it
Really?
yeah, like this goes back years, and so like, and she was having these conversations with my ex. I was like, I don't know what like.
Trump Jr. went on to say that not a lot of people die at 47 of pneumonia, and I'm not
not very many at all.
trying to fuel any kind of rumor, but that's a conversation I had with someone who knew her well. And these conspiracy theories are popping up a lot online, like on Reddit. In fact, Porter's ex, Albie Shore, the father of Quincy, reportedly said that Porter told him that she was running from someone and had to call the FBI. And these aren't new allegations, because back in 2020, Brown reportedly posted on Instagram, "I do know very clearly that hashtag Kimberly didn't just check out all of a sudden. That's some bull S. This is where I get in trouble." And he went on to allegedly claim that the initial coroner's report said that it was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had been poisoned.
Ooh, because remember, y'all, they said that it was listed as undetermined due pending further tests. And then all of a sudden they were like, "Oh, pneumonia. No big deal. Pneumonia." What? Oh, man. Y'all, TikTok, almost 600 people watching. Hit the follow button. Tap the screen a few 100,000 times, y'all. Let's get 25,000 likes to start. Hit me with the high bears. It's working, y'all. Let's get 111 so that TikTok will actually share the stream out like they're doing. And everybody watching on TikTok, if you'd like to actually see the video that we're watching at the same time, we're live on YouTube and we're live on Rumble right now as well. So just search The Mystery Project. See the sticker on the screen? Just search that name. On YouTube, you'll find the channel. Come on in. You can actually see the video. Same thing on Rumble, y'all. Rumble.com/The Mystery Project. Y'all, thanks for the bears. Let's go. Oh, we're about to hit it now. Thank you. All right. And come on over and join the YouTube and Rumble streams, y'all.
Singer-songwriter Jaguar Wright doubled down on that back in 2022 in a real-life Street Productions interview.
Kim died from pneumonia, but there's the first coroner's report that said that she died. It was ruled a homicide, and they found toxins in her body to prove that she had
that part.
been poisoned. You know, they have
Jenny, Cardi, Pamela, Jamie, thank you.
poisons that create heart attack and pneumonia-like symptoms.
And by the way, this is coupled with allegations that there was violence in the relationship between Combs and Porter. Interesting to think about, considering the allegations that Combs is facing now, that he was violent with a number of people. But Combs' ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, also told the Art of Dialogue podcast that Porter once attacked Combs in self-defense. He was quoted as saying, "One night when they were at home at Kim's house, he wanted to, put his hands on her in the wrong way. And Kim took one of those corkscrews and ripped his wrists up, and she hit an artery. And when she did that, he had to rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. Now, let's be very, very clear.
Whoa.
There is nothing to corroborate or verify these claims that Porter's death was anything other than from natural causes and pneumonia. We are not casting any aspersions on the investigation in any way. Let me be clear about that. Having said it, let's try to put this to rest.
He said, having said that, let's cast some doubt on the thing.
And let's make sense of this. And who better to talk about it than one of my favorites, Joseph Scott Morgan, forensic death investigator from Jacksonville State University, host of the Body Bags podcast. Joseph, so good to see you. All right. What do you make of the rumors here? This idea that there is more to the death of Kim Porter than meets the eye.
Well, we always have to fall back to the science, particularly in my area. We don't manage rumors very well, in the scientific community. We want to see hard evidence of this. And with that understanding, when Miss Porter was found deceased in, her Toluca Lake home, lying on the bed, there were a couple of people that just thought that she was sleeping, and so they had to, go in and officially, kind of assess her. And, the family and friends, they determined that she had passed on. When you have a person of her age that passes away, and she's a young woman, that, we're going to view that. We're going to walk into a scene, and our immediate working assumption is that all cases are homicides until proven otherwise. And so we have kind of a checklist that we work off of in the medical legal world. And if you're not seeing, classically signs of forced entry.
Renee, your eyes are beautiful. Oh, stop it. Thank you. My mama grew them. I just keep them moisturized. Trish, thanks for the follow, y'all. Jenny and Daydreamer, thanks for the bracelets. Y'all, hit me with those bears, though. We got about, 20-something left? 22 or 23 left? Hit me with the high bears so TikTok keeps sharing this stream out. And make sure y'all hit that follow button. 560 people watching. Hit that follow button, y'all. And come watch the stream. If you want to see the video, come watch it on YouTube and Rumble. Just search The Mystery Project. You can find us. We're live on all 3 platforms right now, y'all. So come on over.
And struggle, broken furniture, that sort of thing. And then you turn your gaze to the body, because I think that one of the things that's been kind of floating around out there is this idea of perhaps suffocation. LA County, their medical examiner coroner is top flight, when it comes to this sort of thing, doing these assessments. So they're going to examine the eyes very carefully, looking for petechiae, and then, any signs of trauma externally that you can appreciate. Well, that's not where it ends. And you have to understand this. She would have been removed, which she was, from that scene and taken to the ME's office in LA County, and this examination would have been performed. They're looking at everything here, Jesse. So it's really hard. It would be hard for me to believe that there's anything nefarious going on that the ME did not pick up on.
Isabella, no off the grids yet. I was about to say we need to get them off the grid started. We have 5 last night. I think we can beat that one. And somebody said, who passed Diddy's ex, remember? Back in 2018?
Let's break this down a little bit. So they say that she died from lobar pneumonia. Is that common for someone to get lobar pneumonia at 47 and to die from this pneumonia? And for anybody who doesn't know, explain to us how someone dies from pneumonia.
Right. Yeah, it's an excellent question. So, our lungs, we have each lung has lobes. And so the left lung, because the heart is on the left side, only has 2. The right lung has 3. And it's specifically concentrated in one of these particular lobes. The death itself is very, very painful. It's almost like an individual is drowning in their own congestion, if you will. Lungs get very heavy.
Jenny, thank you. Spiritual Diamond, thank you.
And you're looking for the the cause of the pneumonia. Is it a viral event that's going on? And had she been to see a virologist, for instance, and a pulmonologist to treat this, or was this kind of taking care of herself at home? Because it can get away from you very quickly. You can spike temps, a white count goes up. Something that you look for in the test.
Reportedly, she was having these symptoms: coughing, congestion, sweats, sore throat, body aches. It was getting bad. Her doctor reportedly prescribed her Toradol, which I understand is an anti-inflammatory drug. So, and as I mentioned before, in the house, in the bedroom, were drinks, and I think there was tomato soup, and there was also reported that she had a streak of blood in her phlegm.
Yeah. And that's not, to see that kind of hemorrhagic presentation. On a personal note, I've had, I think, pneumonia, 3 times in my life. It all started in the military. And it's one of those things that once you have it once, it will represent. It's a horrible set of circumstances to be in. And yes, people her age do in fact die of pneumonia. And so I would be very curious to try to understand the microscopic examination, because that's where this diagnosis rests, Jesse, relative to her lungs, and making this postmortem diagnosis, or it's almost confirmatory, because if you've got the attending physician that is aggressively treating this condition that
Spiritual Diamond, thank you. Y'all were close. We got like 11 left.
She had been diagnosed with.
11 more high.
First off, you hope that they took the right therapeutic track, the right clinical track. And then at autopsy, just like in a hospital with a natural death, you try to explore that and confirm or disprove, either way, what the practitioner had diagnosed. And so that's what they're going to be looking at in a case like this. They will have acquired all of her medical records. MEs do this all
Bam, thank you. Spicy rice, thank you.
all the time. And before the doctor would actually sign, and when I say doctor, I mean the forensic pathologist, before they sign the death certificate,
I always realize it's 2 left.
They would have reviewed all.
Never mind, Pam, thank you.
Of these records, going back to all of her treatment.
So let's just be clear here. First, our understanding was reported that her cause of death was deferred, and that and it was pending additional testing, and then they don't come back with the cause and manner of death until 2 months later. For anybody listening, is there anything unusual about that?
No, because I can tell you one of the things they would have done in the morgue, if they had an indication of pneumonia, they probably would have done.
Debbie dies. Move from TT so I could see the video as usual. Let's go. Y'all, TikTok, if you're watching, you want to watch this video with us, search the Mystery Project on YouTube. Come subscribe to the YouTube channel. You can see the videos, and we're live on Rumble as well. If you do Rumble, which is the no censorship, no random AI overlord people telling us what we can and can't say, rumble.com/the Mystery Project as well. Y'all join either one or stay on TikTok, whatever you want to do. But if you want to see the videos, have to get your iPad out so you can see the video, and get your phone out on the TikTok so you can stay on the TikTok. Anyways, you know what I'm saying, y'all. And hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, hit the subscribe and follow button over here, and just tap the screen like crazy here. We hit 25,000 likes. Let's get 50,000. And hit the like button on Rumble and YouTube, y'all. Plus, I put the donuts up, y'all. 111 on the donuts. Let's get it. TikTok.
Studies that extend far beyond just doing the gross anatomical dissection and then the microscopic examination. They would have done cultures on her lungs, and that sometimes can take time. And then you have kind of the specter that everybody really is interested in with medical examiner. That's tox panel, because when you have someone that is of this age, and that's important to keep in mind, you're trying to explore every possibility. It's less likely that someone of her age would die. But if you've got someone that's, say, in their 80s and they're already compromised in health, pneumonia is a very common cause of death in that age group. So you're going to explore every possible avenue as a pathologist. I think the pathologist would have, to explain this, because let's face it, they would want to make sure that everything is covered in this case. And that's the one thing that's different from LA, is that they're used to dealing with people that are in this strata,
Right.
where there's going to be like a real, they're going to be under the
Bunkster, thank you. Missy RN, thank you. Sheila, thanks for the donuts. Y'all, thanks for the follows too. Jamie, thanks for the follows. Amy, thanks for the follow. Or the donuts, Jamie. Spiritual Diamond, thanks for the donuts, y'all. Let's get 111 though. We're at 7. Got ways to go, but hit me with some donut action, y'all. Keep tapping the screen too. 50,000 likes, y'all. Let's get it.
microscope. Everything will be questioned.
So there's this allegation that the first coroner's report said it was a homicide and there were toxins in her body. I have not seen anything to suggest that. It seems to me it's a rumor. Have you seen anything different?
Never. No.
So where does that come from? Is that just a rumor?
I have no idea. Again,
where did that come from? Sheila, thank you.
It goes to, the idea of stirring the pot, perhaps. I have no idea, because let me tell you something. If they had give me that statement one more time, Jesse. I heard you say homicide, and then what was, and toxin.
Toxins.
So when you toxins, plural. So
Don, thank you. D. Marie, thank you.
So if that is a very bold statement for an ME to come out with, and kind of, push that out there. I mean, you've been doing this long enough to know that most of the time, if you don't get the complete autopsy report, you're going to get one of these kind of sheets that comes out from the coroner of the ME, and it's going to say, well, we've got, we're going to rule this as a homicide, and this might be the contributing factors. Right. It doesn't go into great detail, but to push that's very provocative information to push out there. I highly doubt that the ME coroner would push that out there.
And again, I don't know where it came from, but let's end on this. So the idea here, she died from pneumonia. Is there a poison that could be administered that would look like it was pneumonia? Because again, that's been another allegation, that she was poisoned, that there's drugs that mimic pneumonia symptoms. But I have to understand that they must have screened her body for, any kinds of drugs or substances.
Right.
Is there anything? Yeah. So here's the 2 questions I'm going to leave you on. Is there any drug that can mimic the symptoms of pneumonia and kill
Del Marie, thank you,
somebody to make it look like it's pneumonia? And B, is it a substance that wouldn't be detected in the body if you do a screening?
Wow. Okay. One of the things that's commonly put forth, relative to lung issues and death, particularly when you're talking about any kind of foreign agent, my default position is always something like an opiate. So if you're talking about, and we see this a lot with heroin.
Sheila, thank you. Y'all hit the follow button if you're new here on TikTok. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we're live every night. We're talking about Diddy first. Then we got some updates in the Madeline Soto case, y'all. Then we're talking about this lady. I believe her name, Jade. Her name was Jade. She was pregnant, and apparently her boyfriend, I think it was, I don't know if they were married, but boyfriend for sure, allegedly poisoned her, and she was pregnant. And I guess her last words were, "My drink tastes funny." So that's crazy. So we're going to be talking about that one. And then we're going to be talking about, apparently there's a rapper named Glorilla that got arrested for a DUI. So we're going to end on that one. So y'all get ready. Buckle up. Hit the follow button. Hit me with some donuts on TikTok. Hit me with some likes on Rumble and YouTube. TikTok, come join the YouTube and Rumble streams if you want to watch the videos. But we got a wild ride tonight, y'all. Let's go.
Heroin ODs, for instance, and morphine too. The lungs become highly congested, Jesse. And but you won't have. What will be different is, and this is kind of graphic, but you don't have
entertainment and educational purposes only,
this kind of pussy exudate coming from the lungs like you do with a pneumonia. So the doctor right off the top would be able to kind of rule that out. The lungs do get heavy with opiate overdoses, but that's something that's right at the top of the list on for what's referred to as a standard panel. They're going to screen for all of those. I can't imagine under any circumstances that there is something out there that would mask pneumonia. I can probably be proven wrong. I'm sure there will be somebody out there that will say, well, did they think about this?
Always something. Y'all, donuts, we're trying to get 111. Keep hitting the follow button, too. I see a whole bunch of people. Angela, Red Pants, the whole crew coming in, hitting the follow button. Thank you so much, y'all. Let's keep going.
And that's the big question. Did they think about it? And I would imagine that they.
And some of y'all saying it's lagging on YouTube. Try refreshing it because I've got YouTube brought up and it looks fine on my end. So try a little refresh real quick and see if that fixes it. Missy RN, thank you. Don, thank you. We're about to hit it. Love you guys.
They explored every possible avenue within their realm.
So after speaking to you, Joseph, I am of the opinion that there is nothing to indicate foul play. I am accepting that this is a tragic case of pneumonia taking the life of somebody. It was a young mother. It's a tragedy, but I am not going to go forward with the idea that there is anything more nefarious at play. And I appreciate you giving your insight to all of us here. And hopefully it does quiet down, in my opinion.
I love the cat. I love your content. Well, thank you. Oh, speaking of cats, there's mine. Where you at, baby girl? Hi. Milo wants to say hi to you, Montreal. Say hi, Milo. Oh, okay. Get out of here. She's like, let me go, Fasha.
Some of the conspiracy theories that are
I hope
there.
so. Yeah.
Joseph Scott Morgan, thanks so much for coming on. Everybody check out his Body Bags podcast. Good to see you, sir.
Oh, my
Brand
word.
new.
Y'all, we're going to keep it going because then I saw that somebody that worked with him got arrested for some rug muling, if you know what I'm saying.
How dare you?
Let's see. Let's continue on with the Diddiness. And then we're going to move over to Madeline Soto. Y'all hit the follow buttons if you're new here. Tap the screen. And we got 4 donuts left, TikTok. Let's crush that real quick. Oh, and off the grid, y'all. We got no off the grid action yet, but we're looking for the first one. If you want to support the channel directly, I appreciate it. You don't have to, y'all. Keep in mind, you don't have to. But it is appreciated. Just go to thehauntedSide.com. Click the link that's in bio on TikTok, and you can find ways to support the show directly. Go get the merch. Go get that allegedly shirt. Go get the mystery project, the true crime time shirt, all that stuff. But go check it out. thehauntedSide.com. You can also find the Venmo, the Cash App, and the PayPal if you want to. And I'll give you a shout out if you support the show there. If you want to buy me a little cup of coffee or something or not, it doesn't matter. Either way, but it is very much appreciated. Thank you for the love, y'all. Okay, let's see what happened here.
Video just released shows the arrest of P. Diddy's alleged drug mule, who was taken into custody while
Oh, Lord.
trying to board the rapper's private jet.
Trying to board his private jet. He's like, man, I'm trying to get the hell out of here. And they're like, they were like, FBI, open up. No, you ain't. Then that dude's like, I'm flying private, so I don't have to go through security. What you doing?
That's suspicious. That's weird.
We needed to go. Oh, we already got one. Damn, we hit that one too, Don. Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna get a new one right now.
We don't hear a word from Brendan Paul, the alleged drug mule, but he doesn't look too happy when he's put in the backseat of a squad car.
He doesn't look too happy when he gets put in the squad car. Yeah, I wonder why. I wonder why. Did the Tooth Fairy come? Yes, the Tooth Fairy came for Lex last night, y'all. He was very happy.
Wow, this is really big. This is really big because you're thinking about this huge mogul. Like everyone knows who Puffy is, who Diddy is, who Puff Daddy is, who Sean Combs is. No matter what his name, you know who he is.
Here's everything we know so far about that alleged drug mule, Brendan Paul, and the P. Diddy case so far.
The question that I will have and would I'm curious to see what will happen is that whether they're going to use those charges against Brendan to try to flip him, to try to get him to cooperate against any type of prosecution against Puffy or others.
Oh, damn. Sheila, thanks for the hearts. Y'all give me a little kiss on the cheek.
Right off the bat, let's start by saying no criminal charges have been filed against P. Diddy. You know him as that Diddy, Puff Daddy, Puffy, Sean Combs. He's a rapper, record exec, and producer who's been in the spotlight for decades. And while he doesn't have any charges against him right now, they could be on the way. We say that because two of Diddy's homes, one in Holmby Hills in California and the other on Star Island in Miami,
Jose, I just saw it. Yep, off the grid #1. Thanks for getting it started. Appreciate it. Let's keep
have
going.
been raided this week by Homeland Security. We sat down with former homicide prosecutor and trial attorney Bernarda Villalona to make sense of all this.
So there's a lot of bombshells that have been dropped recently, and I think the execution of the search warrant is really what's bringing so much attention to it, because we're no longer talking about civil allegations. Now we're talking about a criminal investigation.
That's right. Thank you.
Which is a completely different ballpark.
It's so funny how like everything that comes out, it's always a bombshell. So now when they're like, oh, it's a bombshell, we're so desensitized to it that we're like, it's a what? Oh, okay. You know what I mean?
Bernarda mentioned those civil lawsuits.
Am I the only one that thinks that?
And there's been a handful. We first reported one in November of last year when Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassandra Ventura filed suit against him. You probably know her as the singer Cassie. So Cassie filed this lawsuit under New York's
Don, thank you for the keys. Oh, many multiple keys. Thank you. So sweet.
Adult Survivors Act. That act meant that between November 2022 and November 2023, sexual assault survivors could file.
Dawn, you coming in hot right now. Thank you. Rachel, thanks for the follow too. Y'all hit the follow button if you're new on TikTok. My name's Patrick if you like true crime. I am live every night. And if you want to come watch the videos, we're live on YouTube and Rumble. Just search The Mystery Project. Plus, we're almost at 50,000 likes over here, y'all. Tap the screen a few hundred times, everybody. Let's get it. Let's get it. And hit me with the little heart action, y'all. We're trying to get 20. We got 13 more.
Civil suits against their alleged
Rachel,
predators,
thanks for the heartbeat.
Regardless of whether the statute of limitations had passed. Cassie's lawsuit dropped several major bombshells, including her claims that Diddy beat her, that he raped her. And
Grapes, Jesus, Mary and Joseph, Law&Crime. You guys come out of the woodwork with these words. TikTok overlords, entertainment purposes only. Yo, there's words you can't say on TikTok, which is crazy as hell. And if anything happens to the old tic-tac, y'all, you know what I'm saying? YouTube and Rumble, that's home base, y'all. Come on over. Rumble, there's no censorship. We can say whatever the hell we want over there. So, y'all, rumble.com/The Mystery Project. YouTube, same thing. Head over there, The Mystery Project, y'all. We're live right now on both and TikTok, so you guys can come see the video. All right, let's keep going.
And also forced her to have sex with prostitutes while recording it on video.
How dare you?
P. Dids?
You what?
Man, that's crazy as hell.
Cassie's lawsuit also alleged that Diddy made her carry a gun, which is a theme we saw in a different civil suit, which we'll get to soon. But first, back to Cassie, who settled with Diddy outside of court just one day after the lawsuit was filed. Also in November of last year, accuser Joy Dickerson-Neal filed a civil suit against Diddy in Manhattan Supreme Court. Now, according to her lawsuit, Diddy videotaped an assault of Joy back in 1990.
Oh my God. YouTube is not this live. Yeah, it should say P. Diddy. I combined the two Puff Daddy stories, y'all. So it should say something. It should say P. Diddy's ex-girlfriend's scrutinized amid the investigation. But it's the same one.
91, when she was a student at Syracuse University. Joy says Diddy drugged her, sexually assaulted her, and then passed around this videotape to other people in the music industry. At the time the lawsuit was filed, Diddy's rep called it a money grab. Things were calm for a few months until February of this year, when Rodney Jones, known as Lil Rod, filed a lengthy civil suit against Diddy and several others, accusing the singer of sexual assault and dropping some major bombshells.
That entire filing,
My God, that's like 7 or 8 bombshells now.
was just gasp worthy.
That was former prosecutor Melba Pearson, who broke down the filing with us just this week. The suit name dropped several celebrities, from Jennifer Lopez and Prince Harry to Cuba Gooding Jr., who Lil Rod accused of unwanted sexual.
No, not Cuba Gooding Jr. Oh, man. Your last name's Gooding. Oh, no. Sheila, thank you so much. 2 of the kisses. Thank you.
Touching while on Diddy's yacht.
I'm getting
On his yacht? Oh, no.
the feeling where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Because now we have 2 different instances where you're accused of the same type of behavior, years apart. I think there's something there. And I don't know that Cuba Gooding Jr. is going to escape from that one, because he already saw definitely people moving away from him within Hollywood circles and other circles once those first sexual assault allegations came out. So at this point, I don't think he's going to get away with it a second time.
As for J-Lo,
Lord
the
have
suit claims
mercy.
that Diddy required.
Oh, yeah, J-Lo, too. Dawn Marie, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Required her to carry an illegal gun that was used.
Dora, it's the Mystery Project, so it should be pinned. Dawn, you going haywire right now. It should be pinned up here, y'all. Can you see it? Let me send it again, just be safe. The Mystery Project. The Mystery Project on YouTube and Rumble, y'all. Come join both. Y'all, we're live on both. Come on in.
In a 1999 shooting at a New York nightclub. The fact that she's named as somebody who was carrying a weapon, could that be incriminating for Jennifer Lopez?
It can be, but with a huge caveat, right? If I'm not mistaken, that shooting did not result in a death. I know that somebody was harmed, but I don't believe anyone was killed. Because of that, you had the statute of limitations to deal with, which is basically a prolonged amount of a certain amount of time that a prosecutor has to be able to bring charges against someone. And it varies from state to state.
Sheila, thank you. Viv, thanks for the follow. Y'all, thanks for the follow. We got 600 people watching. We just hit 50,000 likes on TikTok. Let's get 75, y'all. Come on. Y'all are amazing tonight. Let's go. And we got 4 more of the hearts. 4 more of the little kisses. Thanks, y'all.
But the one thing is consistent is that there is no statute of limitations on murder. So if P. Diddy had actually killed this person, or the person died as a result of their injuries, now J-Lo could be brought into the mix as a co-defendant because of the fact that the person has passed away.
Oh, shit. That would be crazy as hell. Jennifer, I see that off the grid galaxy action.
Get out of my attic.
Thank you so much. That's 2 off the grids, y'all. We're trying to get to 5.
But if the person is alive, and maybe they had serious injuries or whatever the case may be, statute of limitations would run. And it is highly likely at this juncture that statute of limitations have expired. Therefore, she does not have any criminal liability. But the reputational damage might be a different story, because now she's branding herself as something very different than who she was back then. Back then, she was very much...
I thought she was still Jenny from the block. Just kidding.
That's suspicious. That's weird.
Y'all hit that follow button if you're new here.
Jenny from the block. She was, dating a variety of hip hop artists. She was very much in that world. Now she's married to Ben Affleck.
Well, she just said, did you hear what she said? She said she was dating a variety of not TikTok. What did she say? Hip hop artists. She was dating a variety of hip hop artists. Man, are you trying to say that J-Lo belongs to the streets? Is that what you said, lady? What do you do, Montreal? Sounded like it. If you tell your friend, hey, you're dating a variety of men. What? Man, you crazy as hell for that. Let's keep going.
Black. She's trying to, portray herself in a different manner. So now her
started
past
making
is
movies like Glitter. Y'all remember that one? Oh, Lord. She belongs to several blocks. Hardy Girls Mom. She belongs to the blocks.
That was easy.
Let's keep going.
to come back to haunt her, and we don't know what that's going to mean for her future in terms of movie deals, music deals, or anything like that. So I think for her, it might be more.
Didn't something else come out about her recently too? Like she was like something bad. I don't remember what it was, but I just saw something like J-Lo was like doing something crazy. I guess everybody, the world is going crazy. All these people are nuts. They're like, oh shit, right? Are we? I don't know. Let's gauge the rooms, y'all. All the chat rooms right now. Thumbs up. J-Lo's on the up and up. Thumbs down. There's something going on. Let me know. I don't remember. So y'all let me know. So, thumbs up. She's just Jenny from the block. Thumbs down. I heard something. I don't know what, but I remember something. By the way, tap the follow button if you're new over here on TikTok. 630 something people watching. Let's go. She's an awful human. That's what I was saying. It was something about that. Like she was doing something really, really messed up to somebody, but I can't remember what it was. Somebody's going to tell me. Somebody's going to tell me. And y'all, we need 3 more of those little heart things over on TikTok. That's a whole bunch of thumbs down. She must have really screwed up bad, huh? Damn. All right, let's keep going.
Reputational damage than criminal liability.
The same can be said for Prince Harry, who was casually mentioned in the lawsuit. His name only comes up once, and it's almost an
Who the hell is that?
afterthought. The court doc reads, quote, Mr. Combs was known for throwing the best parties. Affiliation with and or sponsorship of Mr. Combs' sex trafficking parties garnered legitimacy and access to celebrities such as famous athletes, political figures, artists, musicians, and international dignitaries like
and they're all like, we know nothing. And every single one of us sane, logical human beings is back there like, you know nothing? And then we hit them with this.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
That's what we say when we hear that shit.
British royal Prince Harry. Why even
he's one of those ones?
Name Prince Harry? There's no allegations against him or anything, but
I thought they were talking about the other dude that has like the craziest looking hands I've ever seen. Y'all know what I'm talking about? Maybe I'm making it up.
Why bring him up?
I think it may have been a move to bring more credibility to the filing and say that, you know, basically he being Diddy, was using his fame, fortune, and influence to insulate himself. So he was able to legitimize some of the activities he was doing by having these lavish parties, bringing all these A-list celebrities, but somewhere in a back room or some.
Oh, no, y'all, it's Prince Charles's hands. It's Prince. I mean, I guess the other one, he had some, his hands were places they shouldn't be, allegedly, right? But no, I'm talking about I'm talking about Prince Charles. Have y'all ever seen the man's hands? Something's wrong. You know what I'm talking about? TikTok, if you're watching, come pop over to YouTube or Rumble. I'm going to put it up on the screen right now. Y'all, look, YouTube and Rumble, because y'all can see the videos. By the way, come on over. Just search The Mystery Project on YouTube. You'll find me. Search The Mystery Project on Rumble. You'll find me. Come on over, y'all, because look at this. Y'all, this ain't right. Look. Watch. See what I mean? Y'all ever saw that? Something crazy right there. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. But what's that? Y'all see what I'm talking about? I ain't lying. I don't know what it is. I'm not saying anything. I have no idea. But let's keep going.
In another way.
Going on my side tracks, y'all. Sorry. If you didn't see it, come over to YouTube. YouTube.com. Or just search The Mystery Project or Mystery Project True Crime. You'll find it.
You know, horrible things were happening. So the fact that Prince Harry was...
Oh, actually, you know what? TikTok, click my face, go to the link, or go to my profile, and in the profile, it says YouTube. There's a tab that says, oh, that's for the haunted side. Son of a biscuit. You got to just go to The Mystery Project, y'all. You just got to search it. You know what? Actually, hang on. I think you could find it if you go to The Mystery Project's TikTok page, which I do have, and I will post something right now so you guys can give me a follow over there if it's something that you want to do. But let's keep going.
There does not necessarily mean he was participating in what was happening. And just because you were at a party doesn't mean you know what's happening in every inch of the house. I mean, if you think...
I mean, there's some parties where I feel like you probably know what you're in for. You know what I mean? Like when I went to a party in high school, it's kind of like you're like, okay, but we about to have a bunch of tailgates and probably a bonfire. If I don't want to be outside, probably not going to go to that party. You know what I mean? And I've been to parties. Y'all, I was in the music industry. That shit is crazy as hell, y'all. I went to some parties in like the hills in Hollywood, and I was like, what's going on right now?
What the fuck?
That shit was crazy as hell. I was standing there like, man, I'm about to go home because like in about 37 seconds, we're all about to hear.
FBI, open up!
This shit was crazy as hell. I'm crazy as hell. All right, let's keep going.
About it. If the party's being thrown in a mansion, there are various floors and wings. So it is completely possible that he was there and did not participate. Now, if you had said Prince Andrew, especially as a result of the allegations that came out in connection with the Epstein case, that they were close and that they traveled together, and there was a person that alleged that he had sexually assaulted her while she was underage, that would be a different story.
Hell no. That's when you go straight to hell. You go burn in hell for that one. You're going to burn in hell for that one. Later, bro.
How dare you?
Story. But Prince Harry and the way that it was mentioned seemed to be very, again, just sort of trying to bring legitimacy and talk about these were the people that Diddy surrounded himself by to protect himself.
In this specific lawsuit, Lil Rod lists more than 10 plaintiffs, but includes additional names, like that of Brendan Paul, who's listed as...
Who? By the way, y'all, the Mystery Project, TikTok, that's the page. That's my second page. Click that one. Go follow that page. And then in that bio is the actual link for the Mystery Project on YouTube, which we're live on right now, y'all. So come hang out over there.
Diddy's mule, who allegedly, quote, acquires and distributes Mr. Combs' drugs and guns. On Monday, Paul was reportedly arrested at the airport in Miami while trying to board Diddy's private jet. Florida officers were working with Homeland Security and Customs when they found drugs in his bag. These drugs were tested and the results led to his arrest. He was booked for cocaine and controlled substance possession.
Sweet Jesus, Coca-Cola TikTok overlords. Coca-Cola TikTok overlords.
So far, Brendan has only been arrested for possession of a controlled substance, and this is for the narcotics that they recovered, I believe, in one of his bags that was on the airplane where he was stopped in the airport, Miami airport, on Monday. So they haven't linked that to Puffy at all. As of now, it's just for the simple possession, which is still a felony. The question that I will have, and
U.S. Navy Medic, thanks for the follow. Sunny Sunflower, thanks for the follow. Y'all hit that follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, I'm live every night. Let's go.
I'm curious to see what will happen is that.
Oh, and y'all, we need 3 more of the hearts. Hit me with 3 more of those hearts, y'all. Help support the show if you want to. You don't have to.
Whether they're going to use.
Desiree, I checked. I see shout out to Jose and shout out to Jennifer. Off the grid, 2 off the grids, y'all.
Those charges against Brendan to try to flip him, to try to get him to cooperate against any type of prosecution against Puffy or others.
All of this means Brendan Paul is facing felonies in Florida and could even face more charges in the future.
I mean, a felony, you can still do jail.
Missy, thank you, Sheila. Thank you.
Time, so it's still a serious
matter.
It's still a serious charge because you can do jail time having to deal with felony possession of narcotics. But just because he just got charged with those 2 counts, it doesn't mean that in the future he's not going to be charged with several other counts. It all depends.
Sheila, thank you. Check Venmo. I did. I checked it, y'all. It's not doing anything unless my internet is just that atrocious tonight, y'all. Let me check. Hold on.
Depends where this investigation leads. But again, if I were Puffy, if I were anyone that were associated with Brendan Paul, I would be nervous because it's possible that he can cooperate in order to avoid any jail time and actually sing on other people.
You talked about him flipping.
Yeah, y'all. Unfortunately, I don't see anything right now. It's going crazy. Other than Jennifer. Jennifer, I got you. Galaxy Gang.
Get out of my attic.
Jose. Off the grid. Bye for Lex. So sweet. Thank you.
Or working with prosecutors, investigators, and giving more details. What would all of that look like behind the scenes?
Well, it's something that we're not supposed to know about, but given that I used to be a prosecutor,
Whoop. She said, woo.
For 16 years. When it
I thought she was about to fall out the chair or something. Woo.
comes to cooperating, well, number one, he has to be willing to cooperate. And that's going to be a conversation between the prosecutors and his attorneys. And his attorneys will talk to Brendan to see whether that's an avenue they want to take. I mean, personally, depending on how much exposure he has in terms of jail, or how much exposure he has about pending other charges that can come about this entire investigation, it may be a question where he's like, it's not worth it for him to cooperate because he'll be scared of any backlash. He'll be scared of being blacklisted in the industry, and he'll just be scared in general that he'll be known as a person that cooperated against Puffy. But this is a conversation that he needs to have with his attorney. And
right. Dawn, thank you so much for the TikTok caps. And then Desiree says, Pat, your hair looks super lovely this evening. Oh, stop it. My little hairs. Quit it. And then Dawn said, let me cover it up with a nice cap. Let's keep going.
Also, for the prosecutors to determine whether they're even willing to offer any type of cooperation deal to Mr. Paul.
Here's what we know about Brendan Paul so far. He's 25 years old and from Ohio. He played guard for Syracuse University's basketball team for 2 years before transferring to Fairmont State University. According to a post
how the hell did he get hooked up with Puff Daddy?
On his Facebook, he started making beats on his laptop during the pandemic, which kickstarted his work in the music industry.
Oh shit, that's one of them beat demics. I shouldn't have said that. That's too close to something not good.
Eventually, he found Diddy and worked on Diddy's Love album, Off the Grid, that was released last fall. Since his arrest a few days ago, Paul has been released on $2,500 bail. The rest of what we know about Paul comes from Lil Rod's February lawsuit that described him as a direct report of Diddy's chief of staff. That's Christina Quorum, who's also listed as a plaintiff in the lawsuit. As this so-called direct report, Paul would allegedly, quote, be responsible for ensuring payment for sex workers in cash. He also allegedly, quote, directly committed and perpetrated violations of Chapter 77 by aiding, abetting, and inducing the sex trafficking
oh my God.
venture and sex trafficking of Plaintiff Jones.
Sweet Jesus.
So Plaintiff Jones is Lil Rod, who alleges Diddy sexually assaulted him and forced him to have sex with prostitutes.
What in the hell kind of crazy ass shit is going on with these people? What? Man. This is a crazy ass world we live in.
Bruh.
What is wrong with these people? They just get so much, they get so much money, they get so much craziness, so much status and fame that they're just, their brains short circuits, and they're just like, you know what I'm about to do? And they just like go haywire. Like they feel like just, oh, who cares? Man, this is crazy as hell.
Lil Rod's lawsuit goes on to state that Diddy's associates, including Brendan Paul, would allegedly recruit, entice, coerce, harbor, transport, obtain, and provide Mr. Jones, as well as others, into commercial sex
My God.
acts through means of force, threats of force, fraud, abusive process, and coercion.
I'm sure that those...
What the hell is wrong? Peace, love you. You don't know about their white parties? Hell no. What the hell is that? That sounds
people
crazy.
that are named in that lawsuit are very nervous.
I was too busy making a living and like doing my thing. I was too focused on me. I was too busy focused building companies and shit. I try to deal with what the hell this guy was doing, which maybe somebody should have been keeping an eye on what this dude was doing. Because this shit sounds crazy as hell.
Right now, very nervous, even more nervous now after the execution of that search warrant, but also nervous because he revealed about these secret recordings, and they're wondering whether they could have been secretly recorded. Are there recordings of them engaging in these
hell no
type of activities? Because even though it may not be criminal, some of those activities, it still does tarnish their image. So they can still take a toll in terms terms of their branding. But in terms of the lawsuit itself, it's very damaging. You got to think that several companies have already distanced themselves from Puffy, and there haven't been any criminal charges. All you see is a civil lawsuit. So I think there's still going to be more things that are going to come about.
TikTok, hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you like true crime, we got almost 700 people watching. Take a second, hit the follow button, y'all. I'm live every night. We do all kinds of different cases. We're about to move on to the Madeline Soto case here in a second. There's been some updates there. Tap the screen like crazy too, y'all. Let's get 75,000 likes. And if you guys want to help support the show and help spread the word about the live stream, hit me with some of those little TikTok cap things. We got to hit some of their goals so they spread the word out, y'all. Unfortunately, we got to play some of TikTok's games. TikTok.
How dare you?
All right, let's keep going.
Out as a result of that civil lawsuit. But I think the most damaging, again, is Cassie's lawsuit. But more importantly, I think is Little Rod's lawsuit that was filed.
Amen to that. And shout out to Dawn. That's off the grid action right there. Thank you for the Cash App.
Get out of my attic.
That is a galaxy. Yo, we got 3 off the grids. We're trying to get, let's go for 10, y'all. 5 is what we did last night. Let's go for 10. Come on, y'all. We got 700 people watching. Almost 800 now. What are y'all doing? Good to see everybody. Come on in. Come on in.
It's about connection.
It is about connection. Cameo, thanks for the cap. All right, let's go. Sarah, thanks for the follow. Everybody, thanks for the follow. All right, let's keep going.
And in the civil lawsuit, Lil Rod specifically, that Brendan Paul is listed almost 20 times. It's alleged that he's a drug mule. So he's getting different kinds of drugs for P. Diddy. He's also procuring prostitutes or sex workers.
I don't know which Pringles.
So if this is eventually investigated and prosecutors determine that there's enough to charge him, what sort of charges would he face?
Well, what you can see from the civil lawsuit, that is possible that Little Rod would be serving as a witness in any criminal prosecution having to deal with Brendan Paul and him being a drug mule. And where you're talking about him being a drug mule, he is facing significant jail time. First off, anything over a day or 2 days or even a month for someone who's never been arrested is significant jail time. But I see Little Rod being one of the main witnesses if Brendan Paul were to be arrested for drug trafficking, because he's saying that he has direct knowledge and photographs that he can authenticate of Brendan Paul being in possession of narcotics in these parties or these gatherings that Puffy was having.
To be very clear, Brendan Paul doesn't face those criminal charges, only the controlled substance charges out of Florida. So we have his specific charges that he's facing for possession.
Oh, Lord, here we go.
Of these controlled substances. Are the investigators in that case then working with the federal investigators about this ongoing investigation?
Morgan came from TikTok. Whoop, whoop. Love your live streams. Watching from Arkansas. Shout out to Arkansas. Good to see y'all.
Into P. Diddy?
Well, more than likely that the federal
In fact, everybody, where are you from? Put in the chat where you guys are from. Let's see where everybody's at.
investigators, of course,
Lisa, thanks for the roses. And y'all hit me with the TikTok caps. We need 14 more.
Are going to get the documents and anything related to this arrest because they want to see if they're able to connect this to their bigger investigation. Again, we keep on saying that the investigation is into Puffy. We don't have direct knowledge that it is. Of course, that will make an inference because his homes were searched, but we believe that what they're wanting to do is do further investigation with law enforcement, the Florida case, to see if there's a way that they can tie his arrest to Puffy. But as
we got Missouri, Texas, Idaho, Dallas, Baltimore, Memphis, Virginia, Alabama, upstate New York, Phoenix, Australia, Houston, Florida, Washington State, New Jersey, Alabama, Ohio, Tennessee, Arizona, Arkansas also. The whole crew in the house, y'all.
As of now, there has been no link between his arrest on Monday and to Puffy.
Other people listed in the lawsuits or who are close with Diddy haven't been arrested or charged either, but it's possible they could face future charges. We've talked a lot about Diddy's associates because there are several people who are listed in multiple of these lawsuits.
Oh, we got Nova Scotia in the house. Let's go. Trailer Park Boys for the win. Seattle, Chicago, UK, South Carolina. Shout out to the UK. Look, UK over here too. Palm Springs, South Texas. Let's go. Where my Texans at? Where my fellow Texans at? Born and bred, baby. Tejas.
He's known to have friends who are with him a lot, almost like
Don't get me started, y'all. We're about to go crazy in here.
an entourage. If I'm one of those people right now, and I know that there has been a search warrant executed, that Brendan Paul has been arrested, what sort of steps should I be taking, or what is running through my mind?
Get on a private jet and get the hell out of town like the other dude. That dude was trying to get on that private jet, get the hell out of there. He's going to end up in God knows where. All those other dudes are like, oh, shit. Any second now, they're about to hear. FBI, open up. Oh, shit. Crazy as hell, y'all. It's crazy as hell. By the way, TikTok, hit the follow button. If you're new, my name's Patrick. Tap the screen like crazy. Hit me with the TikTok caps. And if you want to see these videos we're watching, head over to YouTube, search The Mystery Project. You'll find the channel. Subscribe. You can watch the videos with us. And come over to Rumble as well, y'all. Rumble.com/The Mystery Project also. So come on in, y'all. Come on in. All right, let's continue on.
Girl, what they need to do is get an attorney immediately, and not just any attorney, but a criminal defense attorney with trial experience.
She said, girl, they need to lawyer up real quick.
To know how to manage an investigation, how to manage what the next steps would be, how to manage to try to be proactive in trying to avoid charges being brought against their client, or to try to minimize their exposure. But I think they should be preparing that there may be called in at least for questioning or to be interviewed by law enforcement. So they should be preparing for that.
Is it possible that we could also hear from other associates who knew Diddy very well and have seen some of these interactions?
Absolutely. You got to think with law enforcement, the U.S. Attorney's Office, even with the District Attorney's Office, that they can issue subpoenas, and issuing subpoenas to these people will require them to appear either before a grand jury or before a court to appear to be interviewed. That doesn't mean that they will appear. It doesn't mean that when they do appear, they'll be giving information, but at least that they will be required to appear. So what would be interesting is whether, if there's a grand jury presentation, is whether any of these individuals will be required to appear before the grand jury to give any type of testimony. But again, the most important part of what they should do is to get a defense attorney to be able to guide them through this process.
She's like, here, and my number is... Angie, thanks for the caps. We're halfway there. Y'all hit me with those little TikTok caps. Lovely to see everybody. Kristen says, here from TikTok, love Rumble. Shout out. Yes, Rumble is awesome. No censorship, no restrictions, none of that stuff. You got, and seriously, Rumble, type whatever you want in the chat. Just type any word, type a word that you think you can't type, and watch it come through on the chat, y'all. It's crazy as hell.
Because you don't want to give conflict.
It helps in the true crime. Damn, Angie, what are you doing? Angie's like, stop the cap. Literally. But y'all, what was I saying? Yeah, you can type whatever you want, which helps when we talk about some of these crazy ass people and the things that they do. Because we want to call them see you next Tuesdays and stuff like that. And on Rumble, you can. You can. Try it. I'm telling y'all, come on over. Rumble.com/The Mystery Project. You don't believe me? Come see for yourselves. And you get to watch the video. You can see what we're watching right now, y'all. And YouTube as well. YouTube, The Mystery Project. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Information to a U.S. Attorney's Office or to law enforcement, and later on,
Amy, thank you. Oh, gee, hit me with more. Oh, no, we crushed it.
Be prosecuted for giving that misinformation.
But without any current charges, Diddy is free to do what he pleases, and that includes leaving the country. And we know that when Brendan Paul was being arrested, it was as he was boarding P. Diddy's private jet. They were planning to fly away, go wherever. Is it possible, because Diddy hasn't faced any charges or anything, that he could just leave the country?
Absolutely. There's nothing holding him here. He hasn't been arrested. His passport hasn't been taken. So he's free to leave the country. He can leave the continent. He can do what he wants because there is no criminal arrest. If there's an arrest, then the judge will set certain parameters as to where and when he can travel. And if he can travel, whether he needs to get permission from the court. But for now,
oh, damn,
he's free to leave as he wishes.
In the end, it's likely the lawsuits against Diddy that led to his homes being searched in the first place. And we've talked about these civil lawsuits, now potential criminal charges against him. Is it possible that this criminal investigation wouldn't have even started had it not been for these several civil lawsuits against P. Diddy?
Absolutely. And I think the one that really
Oh, thanks for the perfumes. And Angie, sending 5 subscriptions. Where's my bell? I gotta ring that subscriber bell, y'all. I hit it back here. Oh my goodness. Panthery, thank you. Y'all hit me with the perfumes too. That's what we need. Two of them perfumes. Ring my bell. Ring my bell. Thanks for ringing the subscriber bell. Y'all subscribe to the show. It just helps me go live every night. I appreciate it. You don't have to, but it is very much appreciated. In fact, Angie just hit y'all with 5 gifted subs. Thank you. All right, let's keep going.
triggered it was the lawsuit by Cassie back in November of 2023 because there are several bombshell allegations about sex trafficking inside of that lawsuit. Of course, that's a civil lawsuit. Those are only allegations, and ultimately ended up settling the very next day. However, even though it's just civil allegations, I think it led to setting up the frame for law enforcement to actually look more into it. Let's just remember, when we think about R. Kelly, what spurred the Department of Justice, the U.S. Attorney's Office, and the feds to get involved? It was the documentary Surviving R. Kelly that spurred that investigation. Here we have something similar, and it's the civil lawsuits, that being with Cassie, possibly about the other females, the 3 other lawsuits, but I don't think it was those lawsuits. I think primarily it's the one with Cassie and the one that was filed by the male just last month, because the one with the male specifically states that there are video recordings and there are photographs of alleged criminal activity.
Oh, hell.
And I think that was enough for the Department of Justice, for the U.S. Attorney's Office, for the feds to get involved and look into it further.
What sort of information or evidence would they be looking for in this investigation?
Well, I think the main piece of evidence that they're looking for is video recordings or cell phones or anything having to deal with cameras, because from the civil lawsuits that have been filed specifically.
Oh, damn. Can you imagine? Puff Daddy's back there like, oh, shit. I forgot Blackberries could record shit. God damn it. He's scared right now, probably, huh? He's like, what the fuck? He's like, I thought that was 2 megapixels. Son of a bitch.
Specifically, the one that was filed by the male just in February. He states that there are video recordings and that
Shawnee, good to see ya. Thanks for the follow, too.
Puffy had secret cameras that were located in the different rooms inside of the home. So, by law
secret cameras,
enforcement recovering
that dude
those
probably got so much stuff you don't even know what's happening.
Video cameras, recovering laptops, recovering cell phones, they're able to.
I need to make a sound. I do need to make a P. Diddy sound. You know what it'd be? They just said that man had secret cameras everywhere. I just need like 2 seconds of being like, I've been watching you every single day. That's sad, y'all.
Investigate and do a forensic investigation
That's sad as hell. It's crazy as hell. Shelly, thank you.
Those electronic devices and try to get additional evidence as to a crime that has taken place, which will be able to move along any criminal investigation towards possible charges.
And because we don't have that affidavit, we're still not sure whether Diddy himself is who federal investigators are after.
And just because there was a search warrant that was executed at his home, again, doesn't mean that he was a target of the search warrant. But of course, by just the reasonable inferences that you can make that he is the target of the search warrant, it could take some time because, number one, if
give anything to hear half your breath.
They did take any electronic devices from his home.
Y'all hit the follow button if you're new here. My name's Patrick. If you're new on TikTok, hit that follow button. I'm live every night. We talk about all kinds of different cases. We're getting ready. It's a couple minutes left on this one, and we're going to be talking about Madeline Soto. So come on in, y'all. Come in, hang out, tap the screen like crazy. Let's get 75,000 likes. We're nearly there. And if you want to come watch the videos, just pop over to YouTube, search The Mystery Project. You can find me. We're live on all 3 platforms right now, y'all. We're live on TikTok, we're live on Rumble, and we're live on YouTube. So come over to Rumble or YouTube, search The Mystery Project, and you can find this video, this live stream right now, and actually see the videos that we're watching and talking about. Jazz said, oh, no, no, no.
or from his person.
I can't even remember any Puff Daddy songs other than that one, and that's a cover. I can't remember a single Puff, like his song, not one for some reason.
They have to be able to conduct a forensic examination from those devices, and it will depend. Are there passcodes? Are they able to?
Was that Puff Daddy that was in like it looked like a damn trash bag, like an inflated trash bag, and he was like, "It's your from between yet, it's your from between yet," or whatever that was. Wasn't that him? That was him, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Break those passcodes and get through those devices in order
Y'all even know what I'm talking about? You probably don't even remember that shit.
to get that information. And then what is in those electronic devices? Is there anything that's incriminating in those criminal devices that can be used?
Missy Elliott. No, y'all, Puff Daddy. I'm just kidding. Oh yeah, that's right. That was her, wasn't she? I think so. I can't remember. All those videos look exactly the same, y'all. Just put in like early 90s or like late 90s, early 2000s hip hop. They all looked exactly the same. All those videos did.
Against them, because again, it's not about making an arrest, especially when you're talking about Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy Combs. You want to make sure that if he is arrested and he is prosecuted, that you can prove your case beyond a reasonable doubt. So you want to make the best and strongest case possible in the very beginning before you make an arrest. So to be honest, it can.
Oh, that's right. He did the one that was like, "This is why I'm hot. I ain't got a rap. I could sell a mill saying nothing on the track." That was him, wasn't it?
Bruh. That's suspicious. That's weird.
Just kidding, y'all. I'm making it up for attention. Little Monster. Are we going to do any more Rumble lives or Rumble only lives again for the more intense stories? Yes. Yes. So y'all make sure you do follow the Rumble page, because we do not every once in a while, it's quite a bit, unfortunately, we come across these cases that are like way too much for TikTok and even way too much sometimes for YouTube. So y'all make sure you follow the Rumble page. Make sure you follow the Mystery Project on Rumble and the Mystery Project on TikTok. I mean, on what the hell am I saying? Mystery Project on YouTube, the Mystery Project on too many places, y'all. Too many streams. Too many damn streams. But yes, YouTube and Rumble, y'all. Rumble, if you want the craziest stuff, because it's, man, some of the cases, and they, once we're live on Rumble, they stay there, just like on YouTube. After the live stream, it stays there. I know TikTok, once it's over, it's over, but on Rumble you can rewatch everything, y'all. There's probably 40 videos now, 40 or 50 videos, and some of them are crazy as hell. So if you like that stuff, rumble.com/the mystery project, y'all. All right, let's keep going.
Be any day, or it can be months from now, or nothing can happen. They can say we don't have enough credible evidence to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt and leave it at that. Because again, a civil lawsuit is completely different than a criminal prosecution. Civil lawsuit, the burden is more likely than not, as opposed to a criminal prosecution. You have to be able to prove his guilt beyond a reasonable doubt, and you don't want to get left with egg on your face if you don't get a conviction. Yeah, it just goes to show you that.
Oh Lord, don't say that.
Even if you settle a civil lawsuit, that doesn't necessarily mean that that person can't pursue criminal charges, or that person is not allowed to cooperate with law enforcement. That's a lesson learned from this one. The biggest mistake I think Puffy made when it came to dealing with the Cassie lawsuit is that he should have settled before that complaint was filed. Because if he would have settled before that complaint was filed, then that bombshell would not have been out for the public view, for all of us to be reviewing, or to put it on the U.S. Attorney's Office or law enforcement's radar.
And according to Bernarda, it's going to be a while before we see any charges against Diddy, if he's ever charged at all.
We're just going to have to wait and see. We just have to wait and see, because this is just going to be an ongoing story. I'm curious to see what are the next steps by the U.S. Attorney's Office, but we'll just have to wait and see. That's it. It's going to take some time.
A statement from Brendan Paul's attorney, Brian Bieber, reads, quote, "We do not plan on trying this case in the media. All issues will be dealt with in court." In regards to Lil Rod's lawsuit, Diddy's attorney Sean Hawley says, quote, "His reckless name dropping about events that are pure fiction and simply did not happen is nothing more than a transparent attempt to garner headlines. we have overwhelming, indisputable proof that his claims are complete lies. Our attempts to share this proof with Mr. Jones's attorney Tyrone Blackburn have been ignored, as Mr. Blackburn refuses to return our calls. We will address these outlandish allegations in court and take all appropriate action against those who make them. As far as this week's raids of Diddy's homes, his attorney Aaron Dyer released a statement on Tuesday reading, quote, "Yesterday, there was a gross overuse of military-level force as search warrants were executed at Mr. Combs' residences. There is no excuse for this excessive show of force and hostility exhibited by authorities or the way his children and employees were treated." We reached out to Lil Rod for a comment on his lawsuit and have not yet heard back.
Oh, damn. They didn't hear back, y'all. What does it mean? What does it all mean? I don't know. YouTube and Rumble, I'm going to end this stream real quick so I could start the next one. TikTok, I might actually do the same really quick. Y'all, TikTok, I'm going to end the stream. Y'all, everybody, I'm in the streams. Give me about 5 or 10 minutes to get set up again for the next one. And I will be right back. Y'all, TikTok, click the link in the bio, thehauntedSide.com. Come follow the YouTube channel. Come follow the Rumble channel. Come do all the things, y'all. Okay? All right, I'm going to